is up? What is up? What is up, everybody? It is your man 2K Bentley, and you are here on The Honest Truth, where we give you nothing but the truth. And of course, if you want to give us your truth, hit us up on social media at 2K Bentley number 1, or you can call 888-456-2157. Make sure when you call, you keep it PG-13, or else you will be hung up on. Now, it is that time. Everybody ready? Are you ready? It's time for Hot Take Island, everybody. Let me explain the rules. Now, Hot Take Island is a paradise. All you can eat, all you can drink. The way to stay on this paradise is by walking the plank. Once you walk the plank, if you are deemed successful, the crowd will surge. You will live another day and enjoy the stay on Hot Take Island. But of course, if you get debunked and you get kicked, you hear a dud, you get a dud. And that means you are no longer here and you cannot enjoy any of the shrimp cocktails. Alright? But if you give a hot take that's so bad that you can never come back ever again, you get the machine gun. Then you get a shotgun for good luck. Alright? Now that you understand the rules, let's get underway with our very first hot take. We have Weekend at Bernie's. He says Kyrie is greater than every point guard not named Wardell. If you guys don't know, Stephen Curry's name is Wardell. We call him Stephen Curry because that's just what he goes by. That's his nickname, I guess. I mean, it is technically his middle name, but he goes by Steph Curry, not Wardell. Now, basically he's saying Steph Curry is the greatest point guard in the league at the moment. He's the best point guard in the league at the moment. And then Kyrie is second. This is basically what he's saying. This is a hot take because, for one, Stephen Curry is in a difficult situation. Is he the best point guard in the league right now? I don't know. Chris Paul is up there. Chris Paul would have to go number 1, in my opinion. And then Steph Curry has to be number 2. There's no way I can put... Chris Paul is way too effective on every team. Every team. He's way too effective to just minuscule or minimize what he's doing. So I can't say Kyrie is better than Chris Paul. Because Chris Paul is a winner at all costs. He is a winner. He's clutch as well. The only thing unclutch about Chris Paul is his health status. He tends to get injured at the worst possible times. But other than that, he is a winner. So I think you were for sure on a hot take, but you were trending in a decent direction. Are you correct? Absolutely not. So you get debunked, you get a dud. Sorry. But Kyrie is not better. He can't be number 2. He can't be. It's impossible. It's literally impossible. Number 1 is Chris Paul. Number 2 is Steph Curry. And even if you want to try to put him at number 3, I have to put Dame. I have to put Damian Lillard. Even though people think Dame's not really playing the best, which of course he's not. We're going to talk about that later in the show, after Hot Take Island. But for now, cut Dame some slack. He's still a number 3 point guard in the league. Now, next up, we got Russ is better than Damian Lillard. Russell Westbrook is better than Damian Lillard. This is by Bryce Mindset. Listen here, Bryce. When someone drops 50 points on your head and kicks you out of the playoffs and outplays you in every facet, does that make them better? To answer that question, yes it does. Yes it does. Am I saying he's trash? Absolutely not. Absolutely, positively he's not. Russell Westbrook is still a good point guard in the league. If not the most athletic player ever. In terms of explosiveness and everything. He's definitely up there. So I can't say he's trash, and I can't say he's better than Damian Lillard either. Unfortunately, Westbrook has this notion that he is a dog, and it's true. He is a dog. He is a great player. It's just he's just not better than Dame. That's all. If you want to both categorize them as scorers, Dame is the better scorer as well. Dame is the better shooter by far. He might not be able to finish at the rim at the same rate, but he finishes at the rim for his size, and his efficiency levels is probably higher. So Russ by no means is better than Damian Lillard. Like, I don't even think it's close. I really don't. I don't even think it could be close at all. Because at the end of the day, whatever you want to say, you could say Russ went to the finals, but at the end of the day, Russ has had better teammates than Damian Lillard and has done less. The one time Russell Westbrook has done something was when he went to the finals in 2011 or 2012. It's the only time. Other than that, he hasn't done anything. He's been bounced out of the first and second round with great teammates. He had Paul George bounced out. Carmelo Anthony bounced out. Paul George and Carmelo Anthony bounced out. Kevin Durant, same thing. James Harden, same thing. So far, and I'm not calling him bad at all, so do not get this mixed and screwed. Bradley Beal is good. But Bradley Beal is his worst teammate. And he's still a great teammate. In my opinion, offensively, I would rather have Bradley Beal than have Paul George. That's just me personally. That's a hot take, but that's why we're on the island. And I'm going in detail because I'm trying to debunk him and see if he is almost right or if he's even close. I don't want to just automatically deem somebody wrong just off my opinion. I have to do a deep dive, you know? And as of right now, I'm not seeing it. I am not seeing how it could be possible that Damian Lillard is not better than Russell Westbrook. By all counts, Damian Lillard is a clutch player who has to bear making every play on the offensive end. CJ McCollum, I am not diminishing you. I love CJ McCollum. But at the end of the day, CJ McCollum is a great number 2 player because he's someone you can lean on. But it is very difficult for guards to be the primary force of scoring. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. It's easier when you can count on somebody. Like if you have a guard and then you have a big or a forward that you can count on, that's something different because it's harder to guard those bigger bodies. But as a guard, all you got to do is throw 2 bodies at them, and then 9 times out of 10, the weight will offset their talent sometimes. So it's a lot easier to stop a guard than it is to stop a big or a forward at a star level. That's why it's so hard to stop Jokic. Not to mention he's amazingly talented. That's why it's so hard to stop Anthony Davis or any forward in the game. Shooting guards are difficult to guard because they're like 6'6", 6'7". But when you start talking about 6'2", 6'3", it's kind of easy to guard because at the end of the day, before you max out and become less valuable, you're probably going to weigh about 225 at the max. So that's why Ben Simmons can win Defensive Player of the Year at the point guard spot because he's 6'11", 6'10". He can bully other point guards. It's very easy to him. because he moves like a guard. So I have to give it to him. Now, back to the topic. Russell Westbrook is not better than Damian Lillard. We just went down the timeline. I'm sorry, you get debunked, and you are out of here. Sorry, but it has to happen. It had to happen. Next up, we got Kendall Chitwood. He says LeBron is not even in his top 3. Listen, the only people in this beautiful game of basketball of ours that's better than LeBron James, in my opinion, is Kobe Bryant and Michael Jordan. That is my opinion. Now, if you want to be realistic, it has to be Jordan, Kobe, Bron. Or it could be Jordan, Bron, Kobe. Doesn't really matter. The top 3 can interchange however they want. I don't really care. As long as Kobe, Jordan, and LeBron are there, I don't really care how you have it. All I know is if he's not in your top 3, your basketball list is not credible. It's not. It can't even, it doesn't even make sense. How can someone that is that, how can someone of that high of an echelon not be in your top 3? That doesn't even make sense. Your basketball knowledge is questionable, and you, sir, need to escort yourself off the island ASAP, at once. You get that? And a shotgun for good luck, alright? Like, I don't even know why I took this in, but at the end of the day, you, my friend, can't ever come back to Hot Take Island. Not with something that hot. You gotta redeem yourself. So, Kendall Chitwood, this break's on you. Everybody, I need a break, alright? We'll be back on The Honest Truth. I need to go let off some steam, because this man had the audacity to say LeBron James is not in his top 3. That is by far the worst, that's the worst hot take. That is the worst hot take. By all means. Like, the moment I heard that, I just wanted to scream. Like, what is that? I don't even know how you can conjure up that thought in your brain. But everybody, it's The Honest Truth. Make sure you stay tuned. Once we come back, we got some more topics to talk about. And, of course, Hot Take is always at the top of the hour every day, Monday through Friday, all right? 12 noon on the West Coast, 3 on the East Coast. Make sure you always tune in and give us your hot takes at 2GiveBilly1, or you can call 888-456-2157. We'll be right back.